From the place hair goes to die, this is Kurt Berglund with Pine Tar Baseball, Negro Leagues Great Team Tournament Action. We've had one game so far in our first round set of series, that between the 1933 Chicago American Giants and the 1917 Chicago American Giants. I won't tell you the winner because you might want to check it out on my channel. However, I will tell you that the winner of that series goes on to play the top-seeded 1931 Homestead Grays later on in the tournament. Tonight, we have another first-round matchup, Game 1. This one between the 1947 New York Cubans and the 1946 Newark Eagles. In a battle of East Coast teams, the Cubans in 1947 defeated the Cleveland Ball Club in the World Series in 5 games out of 7, best of 7. And the 1946 Newark Eagles defeated the Kansas City Monarchs in 7 hard-fought games in 1946. So these teams just missed passing each other in the World Series. The first round matchups are randomly selected, so these two, just by coincidence, happen to face off against each other. This is a best of 3 series, and it starts tonight between these two ball clubs. Let's review the tournament brackets before we go any further, and then we'll get into the starting lineups and get rolling. And here is the bracket for my Pine Tar Baseball Great Teams tournament that we have begun just the other day, between the battle between the 1917 Giants and the 1933 Chicago American Giants. The only seeding I did was to select the 31 Grays, the 35 Crawfords, and the 25 Chicago American Giants as the top seeds of the 13 that are in this tournament. So seed 1, seed 2, seed 3, and then the rest are all randomly drawn. So the 17 Giants are facing off against the 33 Giants, and that's random. Tonight's game, the 46 Eagles and the 47 Cubans are randomly selected. Next is the 34 Philadelphia Stars, which is the team that's not in the great teams that you can buy online at ttlbaseballgame.com for Pine Tar Baseball. This one you have to get on Facebook or email me at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, and I'll send it to you for free. This is the 29 Baltimore Black Sox, so the Stars and the Black Sox will face each other next, and the winner will face winner between the Eagles and the Cubans. On this side, the 35 Crawfords get a first-round bye, and they will play the winner of the 24 Kansas City Monarchs and the 28 St. Louis Stars. And then the 25 Giants get a first-round bye, and they will play the winner of the 42 Monarchs versus the 1910 Chicago Lelands, which is the early version of the Chicago American Giants. So that's the tournament. We're working here tonight, best of 3, and the Eagles will host Game 1. Let's get to the starting lineups. The visiting New York Cubans, the lineup goes like this. Leading off at third base is Minnie Minoso. This lineup, by the way, the lineups in this game are frequently used by these teams, were frequently used by these teams in real life. So Minoso leads off at third base. Pedro Pages is the center fielder, bats second. Lorenzo Cabrera bats third and plays first base. Fernando Pedroso bats fourth and plays second base. Claro Duaney plays right field and bats fifth. Cleveland Clark bats sixth and plays left field. Lou Loudon bats seventh and does the catching. And Silvio Garcia bats eighth and plays shortstop. On the mound for the New York Cubans is Luis Tiant Sr. And the rest of the New York Cubans roster looks like, and Tiant Sr., of course, will bat ninth. I don't know if I'm going to remember to call him Senior the rest of the game, but I'll give it a shot. The rest of the Cubans look like this: Lino Donoso, Patricio Scantlebury, Barney Morris, Dave Barnhill, Martin Crew, Ray Noble, Rabbit Martinez, and that's it. So the Cubans have a 16-man roster. And of course, this varied a lot from team to team based on their finances, among other things. For the home standing, Newark Eagles, both these teams, World Series champions. Jimmy Wilkes in center field leads off for the Eagles. Monty Irvin bats second at shortstop. Larry Doby bats third at second base. Bob Harvey bats fourth in right field. Lenny Pearson bats fifth at first base. Johnny Davis bats sixth and plays left field, among other things. Pat Patterson bats seventh and plays third base. And Leon Ruffin bats eighth and does the catching. On the mound in Game 1 for the Newark Eagles is one of the best pitchers in Negro Leagues history. It's Leon Day. He'll bat ninth. The rest of the roster is Max Manning, Rufus Lewis, Laniel Hooker, Cecil Cole, Charlie Parks, Clarence Israel, Oscar Givens, Benny Felder, and that's it. So the Eagles have a 17-man roster that they are working with today. Alrighty. I think we are just about to get started on this one with the Cubans coming to bat. Let me just get my stuff organized here, which apparently seems to be an issue for me today. And we are ready to go. So we'll move this. Unlike the first game of the tournament, where I expected kind of a low-scoring affair, I don't really know what to expect between these two teams, except they both seem to have more balanced attacks. Having said that, they're facing historically great pitching, so something is going to have to give, it would seem, in this game and in this series. All right, so let's get some vertical traction here. Oop, there we go. Okay, now we've done it. All right, so we will see how this works out. All right, there we go. All right, so Leon Day is completing his warm-up tosses, and Minnie Minoso will be coming to the plate. We'll put him over here. Minnie Minoso hit .356 in 1947, and we are ready to get rolling with Pine Tar Baseball, Negro Leagues Great Teams Tournament action. And here we go with Minoso against Day. And this is grounded to second base, and that's Larry Doby. He's going to throw to Pearson, and that's one gone in the first. We are underway in round one action in Newark, New Jersey. Pegues stands in. 243 on the season. The pitch from Day is hit to left field. And that is Davis. And he will make the catch for out number 2. And here comes Cabrera. 295 on the season for Lorenzo. The pitch from Leon Day is hitting the air to left, and that's Davis again. And Leon Day has himself a 1-2-3 first inning. We go to the bottom of the first, We have no score in this first round best of 3 matchup. Tiant on the mound. Maybe the ace of the staff, awfully tough competitor, threw a lot of slop, but was good at it. The pitch to Jimmy Wilkes, who was 257 in 1946, is a strike 3 called. Tiant sneaks one by him, and there's one gone in the first for Newark. Irvin steps to the plate, 363, and of course later an amazing major league career as well. The pitch from Tiant. He strikes him out, that's 2, and now it's going to be Doby. 339 for the second baseman for the Eagles, who also had an amazing Hall of Fame major league career. The pitch. Hit in the air to right. This is Tourney, and he will make the catch, and that retires the side in the first. A 1-2-3 first inning for both hurlers. We go to the top of the second, no score. It'll be Pedroso, Tourney, and Clark coming up for New York. Day's pitch. Hit to center field. This is Wilkes. And the Seabiscuit will make the catch for out number 1. Claro Tourney, 321 on the season in 47. Day winds and pitches. Hey, strikes him out. That's Day's first strikeout. And 2 gone in the second inning. And now it's Cleveland Clark. 265. The pitch to him. Is a base hit for Clark. He's aboard. That's the first hit allowed by Day. That's the first hit in the ball game. And they may put a play on. A lot of action in the other first-round game. A lot of plays put on. Negro Leagues put a lot of pressure on the opposition to make plays. So let's see what they do here. Loudon stands in. There's 2 outs with Clark at first. Dave to the belt and the pitch home. He's not going, and this is ground ball to Irvin. He's going to go the short way to Doby, and that will retire the Cubans in the second. Go to the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless in Newark. Tiant back out for his second inning of work. He will face Harvey, Pearson, and then Davis for the Eagles. Harvey 245 on the season. And we have a rare play chance. And this is chopped over Tiant's head. Off his glove. Harvey's going to leg it out. And he's safe. At first with an infield hit. And that'll bring up Pearson. Lenny Pearson, 310. Kind of an up and down career, but a good one in 46. Tiant to the belt. The pitch home. Harvey not going. The pitch is strike 3 swinging. 1 gone in the second. Third strikeout for Tiant. And now Davis, Cherokee Davis, played a lot of positions and well. And tonight he's in left. Harvey takes his lead at first. The pitch to Davis. To right. Not deep. Tourney is going to make the catch. And that'll be 2 gone. And now Pat Patterson. Good player with a number of Negro Leagues teams. 308 in 1946. Harvey still at first. The pitch home. And we have a range check. Our first range check. We got to get to the kitchen. Get to the kitchen. It's a range check. This is to left. It's dropping, and Clark cannot get there. It's a base hit. Harvey will stop at second, and Ruffin will come to the plate with Day on deck, and Day can hit. So pitching around Ruffin might not be a good idea. 244 for the Newark catcher. 2 outs. Harvey on second. Patterson on first. Tiant to the belt. The pitch home to Ruffin. Hey, struck him out and gets out of the jam with his 4th strikeout of the night. Tiant, the left-hander, the soft-tossing lefty, but awfully good at it, gets out of the second. We go to the third, and we are scoreless in Newark. For the Cubans, it'll be Garcia, Tiant, and Minoso coming to the plate for the Cubans. Silvio, 335 on the season. Day winds and pitches, and this is lifted to center field where Wilkes will take it, and the Seabiscuit puts it away for out number 1. That'll bring up Tiant. Not much of a hitter. Day winds and pitches to center. Another one for Seabiscuit, and he puts it away. 2 down. And now Minoso, top of the order for the Cubans. Minnie's 0 for 1. Day winds and throws. Hey, strikes him out, and that's Day's second on the evening. We've played 2.5, and we're scoreless in this one. First round, best of 3, and this is game 1 between these two clubs. Leon Day, a good hitter, and Tiant was in trouble last inning, so we'll see if he can get the ship righted. Tiant winds and the pitch. It's a base hit for Day. This one goes to left field, and he's aboard with a single. Now we'll see if Newark goes for some small ball. Tiant to the belt. Tiant to the belt. Day is bunting. Day does not get it down. Cabrera gloves it. Throws to Garcia covering second. And they get the lead runner, Leon Day, on the 3-6 putout. Wilkes beats the rap at first. And so with 1 out, it'll be Monty Irvin with Wilkes at first. And Day can go take a seat in the dugout. Irvin is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. The pitch to Monty. Hey, he struck him out. That's Tiant's 5th. 2 gone now in the 3rd, and Larry Doby, who could hurt you in a lot of ways. Wilkes takes his lead. Doby is 0 for 1. Tiant to the belt. The pitch home to Doby. Is a ground ball. Pedroso has it. And he's going to throw to Cabrera for the out at first base, and that retires Newark in the 3rd. We've played 3 complete, and we have no score. Pegues, Cabrera, and Pedroso are coming up for New York in the 4th. Pegues 0 for 1. Leon Day winds and pitches. Hey, blew it by him. 1 down in the 4th. That's Day's 3rd strikeout. And now Cabrera. Day, of course, one of the best ever, maybe the best ever. Some think so. Best ever Negro Leagues pitcher. Day winds and pitches to Cabrera, who's also 0 for 1. This is hit to right, not deep. Harvey is there, and he will make the catch for out number 2. And now Pedroso, the Cubans' second baseman and cleanup hitter. Leon Day winds and pitches. This is a base hit to left field, and he's aboard with 2 outs. Second hit for the Cubans, both of them singles, as Day has pretty much been in control. He has not been dominant from a strikeout perspective, but he's been awfully tough. Day to the belt, checks Pedroso at first, the pitch home to Tourney. This is chopped to Pearson. He's going to flip to Day covering first, and that will retire the New York Cubans in the 4th. We've played 3.5 with no score in Newark. For the Eagles, in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Harvey, Pearson, and Davis coming up, try and break the deadlock. The Cubans have 2 hits. The Eagles have 3, but they're all singles for both teams. Tiant winds on the pitch to Harvey. Hit to center field. This is Pegues, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Pearson up now. Pearson is 0 for 1, a strikeout in the second inning. He hit .310 in 46. Lifted to left. Clark under it, and he will make the catch for out number 2. And now Cherokee Davis. 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch to him from Tiant. We have an error check. Let's see what happens here. Davis swings, and he hits it to third. And that is Minoso. Mini gloves it and throws on to Cabrera for the out. A 1, 2, 3, 4th inning for Luis Tiant. We go to the 5th. These guys are matching each other pitch for pitch. No score. Day back out. He will face Cleveland Clark, Lou Loudon, and Silvio Garcia for the New York Cubans. Clark stands in, 1 for 1 for Cleveland. The pitch from Day. This is grounded to Doby. He throws to Pearson, and there's 1 man gone in the 5th. Lou Loudon. Lou is 0 for 1. The pitch from Day. Ground ball, Patterson. Pat gloves it and throws to Pearson for out number 2. And now Silvio Garcia with Luis Tiant on deck. The Cuban shortstop is 0 for 1. Day winds. This is grounded to Doby. And he's going to throw to Pearson 1 more time. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 5th inning. We're halfway through. But we've decided nothing. It's no score in this first game of the first round matchup. For the Eagles, it's Patterson, Ruffin, and Day, the bottom third of the order in the bottom of the 5th. Pat is 1 for 1. Good player. A lot of positions. This is grounded toward Cabrera. He will flip to Tiant covering, and there's 1 man out in the bottom of the 5th. Leon Ruffin. Leon is 0 for 1, a strikeout back in the second inning to close that frame and really end the only real scoring threat the Eagles have had. So with 1 out, Tiant winds and pitches. Ground ball hit to Garcia. He's going to throw to Cabrera for 2 gone. And now Leon Day, with 2 outs and nobody aboard, comes to the plate. Tiant winds. Leon is 1 for 1. The pitch from Tiant. Hit to center. Pegues will make the catch. That is 9 in a row retired by Tiant. We go to the 6th. No score in this one. Tiant will lead off the top of the 6th. Then Minoso at the top of the order and Pegues. Leon Day back out. These guys, one mistake might be all it takes to win a ball game. So Tiant is in there, 0 for 1. The pitch from Day. Hit to center field. Wilkes makes the catch. 4 out, number 1. Minoso. Minnie is 0 for 2 with a strikeout on his ledger. Day winds, and the pitch to Minnie. This is grounded to Doby. He's going to throw to Pearson, and that's out number 2. And now Pegues, 0 for 2. Leon Day making it look easy. The pitch to Pegues. This is grounded to Irvin. He's going to throw to Pearson. That retires the side. We've played 5.5. No score in Newark. Tiant back out. It'll be the top of the order for the Eagles. Wilkes, then Irvin, then Doby. Wilkes is 0 for 2. Tiant winds, and the pitch to Seabiscuit. And this is, he swings, and he hits it toward right back at Tiant, who gloves it, and throws to Cabrera for out number 1 in the 6th. Monty Irvin, 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Tiant winds, and the pitch. Comebacker. Tiant gloves it and throws to Cabrera for out number 2, and now Larry Doby. 0 for 2 for Larry. Tiant winds, and the pitch, he struck him out for out number 3. That's strikeout number 6 for Tiant. We've played 6, and we have no score in Newark. Day back on the bump. Cabrera, Pedroso, and Tourney coming up for the Cubans. The meat of the order. Day winds. Cabrera's 0 for 2. The pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. 1 gone. Strikeout number 4 for Day. And now it'll be Pedroso. Pedroso 0 for 1. Or, I'm sorry, 1 for 2. Day winds the pitch. Blooper, right field, sawed him off, gets over Doby's head, and lands as Pedroso will be on with his second hit. And he's on, and maybe a threat to go. They might put a play on. Got a little bit of speed. Leon Ruffin, an excellent arm behind the plate. Tourney at the plate is 0 for 2. Day to the belt. Pedroso goes with the pitch. The throw from Ruffin to Doby is in time to get him. They shoot him down at second base. 2-4 on the stolen base attempt. Trying to make something happen. The Cubans get their base runners shot down Tourney is behind in the count 0-1. Day winds and pitches. And there's a base hit, of course, for Tourney to right field. Now he's aboard with 2 men out and Clark coming to the plate. Cleveland is 1 for 2. Day with 2 outs. The belt pitches to Clark. Struck him out. That's strikeout number 5 for Day, and that closes out the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and we're scoreless. Cubans tried to force the issue in the top of the inning, and it did not work. For the Eagles in the bottom of the 7th, it's Harvey, Pearson, and Davis coming up. The 4, 5, and 6 batters, Bob Harvey stands in against Tiant, who winds and pitches, and this is lifted to left. Clark running hard toward the foul line and will make the catch for out number 1. Now it's Pearson. Lenny is 0 for 2. Tiant winds and pitches. This is grounded to third. That's gloved by Minoso. He's going to throw to Cabrera for out number 2. Tiant is dominant. He has retired 14 in a row of the Newark Eagles. And now Johnny Cherokee Davis stands in with 2 outs and nobody aboard. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Tiant has allowed 2 hits and has walked none. 3 hits and has walked none. The pitch. This is a ground ball to Pedroso. He's going to throw to Cabrera and retire the side. 15 in a row for Tiant. We might be here a while. We're going to the 8th inning, and it's 0-0. Bottom of the order for the New York Cubans. Lou Loudon leads off. Lou is 0 for 2. Any kind of a run at all would be huge at this point. Top of the 8th, Leon Day shows no signs of tiring. The pitch to Lou Loudon. Ground ball third. That's Pat Patterson. He's going to throw to Pearson for out number 1. Now it's Silvio Garcia. Silvio 0 for 2. Day winds and pitches. Ground ball Patterson. He's going to throw to Pearson, and there's 2 down. Now, they could hit for Tiant, but there's 2 outs, and nobody's aboard, so they're not going to. Tiant will keep going. Pitch from Day is a blooper, base hit to right. Tiant, of course, is aboard. An awful hitter does get on, and now it's Minoso. Tiant aboard with 2 men out, and Minoso at the plate. Minnie is 0 for 3. The leadoff hitter for the Cubans desperately wants to do something, and Day is working hard to the belt. The pitch to Minoso. And that's going to squirt through past Irvin's glove into left field. And Tiant will stop at second. 2 on now for the Cubans. And a chance to drive in a run for Pedro Pegues. Pedro is 0 for 3. Day in a legitimate jam now. 2 on, 2 outs. Big moment in this ball game. Big moment in this very short series. The pitch from Day. Hey, struck him out. He gets out of the jam. He gets out of the jam on a strikeout. His 6th of the day. And that retires the Cubans in the 8th. They've had chances, but haven't been able to break through on him. Tiant back to the mound. Pat Patterson will lead off, then Ruffin, then Day. And there's going to be some action now in the Cubans bullpen. It's going to be Martin Crew. Martin Crew will warm up in the Cubans bullpen. He is a left-hander in case Tiant runs into trouble. The pitch to Patterson. Patterson's 1 for 2. Hit to center. Pegues on the run. He will make the catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. 16 in a row for Tiant. And now Leon Ruffin. Leon is 0 for 2. To right, Duane's going to have it. Not too deep. And he puts it away for the second out of the inning. And now it's going to be Leon Day, who apparently will be out for the 9th. Leon stands in against Tiant. The pitch. Day struck him out. That's Tiant's 7th on the evening. And he has now retired 18 in a row. Just dominant since the 3rd inning. They can't get good wood on him if they do hit the ball. So we're going to the 9th, and a run would look big for anybody. Cabrera, Pedroso, and Duane, the meat of the order for the Cubans. Cabrera's 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Leon Day winds and pitches. This is a grounder to Irvin. He throws to Pearson for out number 1. Now it's Pedroso. Pedroso 2 for 3. Caught stealing in the 7th. Ground ball, Doby. He throws to Pearson for 2 gone. And now Duane, who is 1 for 3. Day winds, and the pitch. Hey, strikes him out. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. We're going to the bottom of the 9th in a scoreless tie. Is there any other kind of tie other than, well, a scoreless tie actually would be different than other kinds of ties. Okay, so 18 in a row for Tiant. Top of the order for the Eagles. 1 run walks it off. They can get something. Tiant has retired 18 in a row. And Martin Crew still throwing in the bullpen. This is chopped toward third. Minoso's got it, and he guns it to Cabrera for out number 1. 1 man gone in the 9th. Irvin, 0 for 3. Tiant winds and pitches. Range check. Get to the kitchen. We've got a range check. This is hit to Clark. And it drops for a base hit. Irvin's aboard. And he can definitely make trouble on the bases. So let's see what they want to do here. Loudon can throw. They're coming to get Tiant. That's going to do it for Louis. It's going to be Martin Crew. We'll give you Tiant's numbers. 8 1/3 innings, 4 hits, no walks, struck out 7, no runs. Irvin on first base is his responsibility. Martin Crew is in the game. Martin, an A pitcher with no modifiers. He's a left-hander. So, Irvin on base with Doby at the plate. Irvin is a threat to go. Doby stands in. Crew to the belt. Looks straight at Irvin at first base. The pitch home. There goes Monty Irvin. And the throw down to Garcia is not in time. Irvin steals second base. And he is now in scoring position for Newark. Larry Doby at the plate, 0 for 3, and he has an 0-1 count. 0-1 count to Larry Doby. He hit .339 in 1946. Bob Harvey on deck. Doby hits third in the order. Crew to the belt. The pitch home to Doby. It's a blooper. Left field. Falls in front of Clark. Irvin around third. He's coming home. They're waving him. The throw. Clark with an average arm. Irvin slides and he's safe. Larry Doby drives in Monty Irvin with the walk-off run of the game. Irvin scores from second on a single to left by Larry Doby. Cleveland Clark tries to throw him out at the plate, and Irvin beat the tag. And the 1946 Newark Eagles walk this off 1-0. What a ball game. I don't know how games 2 and 3 can beat it. This was Leon Day and Luis Tiant going pitch for pitch. Unbelievable. And the two offensive heroes of the Newark Eagles needed to come through in the ninth. With 1 out, Monty Irvin singled. He stole second. And then Larry Doby bloops a single to left. It lands in front of Cleveland Clark. Irvin was running with the crack of the bat. Clark threw from left field to try and get him at home. But Lou Loudon's tag on Monty Irvin was late, and the Newark Eagles walk it off in Game 1 of this best-of-3 game series over the 1947 New York Cubans. Let's give you the particulars. For the victorious 1946 Newark Eagles, 1 run on 5 hits. They committed no errors. The vanquished 1947 New York Cubans, no runs on 5 hits. They committed no errors. Leon Day, the winner for the Eagles. He is 1-0 in the tournament. And Luis Tiant Sr., the loser for the Cubans, he is 0-1 in the tournament. That is a tense ball game. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Pitch for pitch, amazing. Stay tuned to my channel for more Negro League Great Teams action using pine tar baseball to complete this tournament. We got to stick together, people. I hope you have a good night. My name's Kurt Berglund. So long, everybody.